Ooh, welcome to the Forest Temple in the Ocarina of Time.
Wasn't expecting that to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, first thing, boom, wolves.
Woo! Freaking Wolfos. You killed that Wolfos faster than I could ever do.
Yeah, just gotta wait for him to turn around and shake his booty at you and just stab the tail. That's all you need. All Wolfos in the N64 Zeldas are one-hit KO to the tail, so it's like, might as well just wait for it to turn around. So, this is our first dungeon in Ocarina where they introduce small keys. Pretty much at this point, you will need keys to start to progress. We didn't have this problem in the child dungeons, but they were more straightforward. I feel the adult dungeons, when this game's dungeon design really starts to pick up, it starts to become pretty complicated.
Well, it becomes really complicated, alright. Good lord.
Yeah.
You remember this temple?
I remember this temple. I actually like this temple.
This one's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorites in Ocarina of Time, just because I like the scope of it, and it has you going throughout the entire dungeon multiple ways. So we'll be revisiting a couple rooms multiple times in the dungeon, but with new items or just a new way to explore it in general. The whole gimmick here is that those 4 post sisters, they appear taking those torches, just extinguishing them, taking the flame with them. We need to track down all 4 of the post sisters and kill them. The only way we're going to get to the boss. That's our goal for the entire Forest Temple.
Arbiter's Grounds.
Yeah, they reuse this in Arbiter's Grounds for Twilight Princess. Except that's only half the dungeon, Twilight Princess. That's the whole dungeon here.
Yeah. You know, it's so weird. Thanks, SGB. I can't unhear the freaking Pennywise clip.
Yeah. I just love the laugh.
Aha! 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 I don't know if you've ever seen Stephen King's It miniseries.
No, I haven't. I've seen the clip that we're talking about, but I just haven't seen it itself. Also, nice camera angle.
Whoa, that's a weird shot.
Oh, what the heck?
Get to see Link's non-existent skirt booty.
And Lester had beaten those Stalfos faster than I could ever hope to defeat those Stalfos.
Nuts are the key. Nuts are really helpful fighting Stalfos because half the time they'll block the shot so it won't do anything, but the other half of the time you'll stun them. So anyway, the stun Stalfos makes it a little bit easier, and then just do like a jump slash to attack because of the double damage.
Lester is cuckoo for Deku nuts.
Everyone says this is the most useless item in the game, but nowadays I think that's starting to become more of a myth because people now are believing the other way around. This myth has been broken because look how effective they are. Also, that's a big Deku Baba. That's like the only real time you see is in Forest Temple and also Kokiri Forest before you beat Forest Temple. This is a bigger Deku Baba, that's it. There's nothing else special about it, it's just huge.
No, he didn't like that, but he's got the dinky little hook shot.
Yeah, and I don't have any other projectile to hit this guy with, so I kind of have to deal with the Skulltula.
Don't have a bow yet.
Yet.
Give it a couple minutes.
Pokey pokey. Need to pokey pokey with my crouch stab. I need to start using crouch stab. I don't ever use crouch stab.
Yeah, honestly, it's really good, especially when you do the power crouch stab thing of just storing your last attack and just stabbing it. Because I don't have to worry about taking my time to do the jump slash. I can just crouch and stab.
In case you didn't get to read that, because he just scrolled through text, he just got the map.
Yeah, we see more enough of these things. It's like, I don't really care what the map does. It's a map. What do you think?
Whoa, what the heck?
Nice camera angle.
That was weird shot. Actually, I think there's a technical speedrun term called weird shot.
Yeah, there actually is. Weird shots basically just clip you underground, and you can use your hook shot underneath it. So, this chest you're not supposed to be able to get until pretty much the end of the dungeon, but with a precise hook shot, you can actually just get up here and stay on the ledge. We don't really care about the chest, we just care about the bug.
Yeah, because the chest only has a recovery art. Who wants that?
Yeah, but here's the weird thing about this ledge. There's actually a spawn point for Pierre right next to where the chest is, because there's a door on that side. But the weird part about Pierre is he only spawns if you're like in a very specific spot. I think it's either next to him or on top of the ledge to the other door in this room for some reason. Like, it makes no sense where they put the Pierre spawn in this dungeon. It's just kind of out of your way location.
I also hate this chest because it's so far down here, and it's just like, why is it so far?
Yeah. When I first played, I actually had the iron boots when I first visited Forest Temple because I did Ice Cavern first. You can technically do that whenever you want as adult. So I actually used the iron boots in this room at first and went under there in the water and I seen the chest. Like, I want to open it. Why can't I open it? They fixed that for Twilight Princess. You can open chests underwater. But in Ocarina, nah, Link doesn't think of using his arms underwater to open it up.
You know, I was so mad at my last stream. I keep walking into the damn Skulltulas.
I mean, it's easy enough to do.
Why? Why keep running into them? I don't know. I guess I just keep forgetting they're there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, when you were doing it last at the time of recording this, you streamed the Shadow Temple. And they were coming from the ceiling that you couldn't see because Lens of Truth wouldn't reveal that there was a hidden Skulltula up there. So it is a beginner's trap in a lot of areas in the Shadow Temple.
But, I mean, like, I kept walking into it. Like, how many times did I respawn that room? I kept walking right. I knew they were there.
That's okay.
Yeah, again, it's going to happen on the first playthrough. I did that numerous times when I first played.
Gosh, I cannot unhear Pennywise going, aha, 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 aha.
Yeah, it fits too well. That's a scary thing. So these stone blocks are interesting because if we didn't have Goron Bracelet right now, we wouldn't be able to push these. There's nothing different between these ones and then the normal blocks that we find as, say, like the child. But you need a strength upgrade to push them. That's the only difference between them. Because they serve the same purpose.
Which is weird.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like, you notice this issue if you're playing a randomizer of this game, because you can probably get to this dungeon without a strength upgrade at that point. And then I found that out here at one point. Tried to do the Forest Temple, I didn't have strength. I'm like, oh! That's weird.
Why can't I push this normal block? Oh, I don't have Goron Bracelet.
It's like, it's a weird thing because, like, you wouldn't think strength has anything to do with adult, but it actually does. Because you can't pick up bushes as an adult either if you don't have the strength upgrade. And these are coded in the same way where you need it, but you'll never get to this point in the game without that upgrade unless you're glitching.
But yeah, in the part where Pennywise was laughing in that one of the It miniseries. Oh gosh, this twisted corridor. But yeah, he was going after one of the kids. He's following him to the library. And in the part he's just saying, "Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let him out! Aha! 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 Aha!"
Yeah, that I remember seeing that clip, and it's, I think, one of the most iconic parts of that movie, because everyone always shares it.
Don't get me wrong, the new Pennywise is good too, but I like Tim Curry's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable at that point. It's like, sometimes, like, there's a character you can't see if it's not with a certain actor.
Yeah. I got good at fighting the Stalfos after Shadow Temple.
Yeah, well, I can understand why we have to keep on fighting the one over and over. Makes it a little bit easier. These are different compared to other Stalfos in the Zelda series because Link to the Past taught you that you can't kill these guys unless you use a bomb. Because after they're destroyed, they'll just be a pile of bones like there are in this room. Bombs don't do anything to these Stalfos in particular. They're just a damage source. In this room, you need to kill both Stalfos quick because if you don't, the other one's going to get back up. But it's weird how you don't need to bomb these. They fixed that for Twilight Princess, where you bomb them again.
Yeah, they did. They make them the easiest enemy to kill using palm arrows.
Yeah, they don't have a chance. They get up and then they're dead.
Speaking of arrows,
now we got ourselves a bow. I mean, at this point, it's very similar to the slingshot because all we gotta do with this now is just we use it to aim at things. We can hit eye switches just like we could as a kid. It's just more or less our slingshot as the adult. That's literally it.
making a Ferora's wind here.
Yeah, this is the point now where we're gonna have to start backtracking because this dungeon actually requires you, after you get the bow, you're supposed to go back to a previous room to use it, to get another small key, because if we go up the top of these stairs, you gotta know it's a locked door. But I want to first take care of the Poe sisters, because now that we have the bow, we can start to summon these Poe sisters.
Now, I can't remember. Is the Poe... You can literally only kill the Poes, no, you kill them with the crouch jab. I thought you can only attack it with the bow.
No, you can attack them with anything. Deku Nuts also revealed them too. I didn't know that at the time of recording this, so that's why I'm just kind of waiting it out. But yeah, you can attack them with anything. The hook shot, I believe, works too. You can attack them with the bow, or you can just stab them.
And you left you a bundle of sticks.
That's a lot. I think that's 30.
You're gonna need those.
Yeah. I mean, starting off, we got kind of a small quiver because it's only 30. So, yeah, I think arrows will be fine right now. Gonna be helpful because I don't want to run out.
The compass.
Why you say it like that?
Because
it's pretty ass without the map.
yeah, it is pretty. It's a pretty ass map without it.
Yeah, all you got is a red triangle and a yellow triangle. That's it. And it looks ugly. I hate it.
That's honestly the thing that bugs me about the, like, there's one design choice I wish that they didn't, I don't understand is, and I understand it's the first 3D Zelda game. I understand it. But, good lord. Whose idea was this, like, let's limit the player's visibility without the triangle on the map.
Yeah.
Until they get compass.
And it's confusing, too, because you just see a triangle moving on nothing. So, without the map, the compass is pretty useless on that little corner. I mean, it's still useful when you pause and look at previous rooms you explored, because you at least fill up a map on your map screen. But on the little mini-map, it's pretty terrible. Until you have the map, at least. Like, open the chest.
Kick open. Got my key.
Yeah, so now I could proceed through the locked door in the blue room, but then as soon as I get through there, there's going to be another locked door, so let's get key number 2 first. This is why I put down 4 as win, because now we don't have to worry about backtracking. All we gotta do is get our keys and we can immediately warp.
There was a weird, like, programming thing with the corridor.
Yeah, it's an actual twisted room. You can, with cheat codes, you can actually load the twisted room in the other parts of the game, and you can see it's actually just the room legitimately twisted, and it has new, like, collision because of it. It's very interesting. I've seen someone spawn the twisted room in Hyrule Field, and it's actually very interesting to look at.
Duck me key.
Boss key.
Sorry,
Or
boss.
boss key in this game. They changed it starting in Wind Waker. It's very confusing. Because as a veteran to the N64 games, I keep on thinking they're boss keys.
I mean, they are.
Yeah. But then they call it the big key. I'm like, why? I think in the handhelds, they go back to boss key. Like, they keep on flip-flopping between certain Zelda entries. It's very confusing.
Just like keys and bad.
Yeah, well, I feel like that one may have been a weird translation issue, because that feels weird. Like, even if it's a different region, keys are keys. Bad just sounds a little weird.
Oh gosh, Tim Curry's laughing.
I got a little close there because the Deku Baba almost knocked me off the ledge, and that would have been terrible. Would have had to either climb back up here just or win my way back, which meant backtracking. Also, this is a Floor Master. Once you separate the 3, you can use a charged spin attack or Din's Fire to kill all 3 hands at once. For this one, I just opted to just use Din's Fire, because it makes it a little easier.
Why didn't you tell me to do that last stream?
Hey, it's your first playthrough. You gotta figure out some stuff on your own. I'm not gonna tell you how to fight every enemy.
I know, but
Well, now you
now
know.
I feel stupid.
Well, don't worry. Now it's time for us to warp and then think of our decisions while we warp.